When a team is working great together, it's fab, it's magic, and we've all experienced it one way or another, whether we've been a team member or as a sports fan. And an important leadership competency is that ability to maintain, build, and lead a high performance team. And that is especially important when working from home, because teams and team members still need to work effectively together across the business to get those tasks done and also to remain competitive. And you may have even asked them to do different projects, take on different roles, and even new responsibilities. And they themselves may be considering whether this role is still right for them. Because whatever you think about COVID-19, there has been lots of negatives, but it also has helped us as a race, as a human race, to kind of really think what's important to us right now. And that includes the roles that we're working in. So whatever is happening in your team right now, you need to work on the ways that you will continue to lead, mentor, support, and communicate to be able to develop your team. So what can you do right now? What can you change in your leadership style? How can you adapt your methods of communication to ensure that your team remains top performing, high performance team? So what you can do is make sure you give time to call or arrange a Zoom meeting with individual members of your team, as well as continuing with those regular team meetings. You do need to spend quality time with each team member to give them the opportunity to talk about themselves, their family, life in general, work and feelings. And make sure you keep these meetings informal and conversational in style. And you can do that by making it the point of asking great open questions, and that will give a far more relaxed feeling to the meeting. So maintain that curiosity, explore with your team member what is it they want to do, find out more about their potential. And don't forget, use active listening. Listen to what's not being said by tuning into the tone and emotions of their voice. And don't be afraid of silence. If you ask a great question, give them time to respond and don't interrupt. Discuss their role and don't be afraid to do that. Ask them how they're feeling about it. Ask them where they want to be in the future and perhaps the steps they might have to take to get to where they want to be. Maybe you could suggest and agree a skill that they can build and you can help them to build. You may consider giving them special projects to develop the skill, as well as providing resources and online learning to help them. But what you can do right now is give them feedback which will refine and enhance their capabilities. Learning and development is an important part of your team's work and their work life. And that doesn't have to stop just because they're working from home. You want to keep that momentum going. And team meetings are a great way of doing that. And what you can do during those meetings is to share updates, current trends, insights, and then relate that to your own company, your own business, and connect that with goals and the expectations, their team goals, their individual goals, and also their objectives. Make sure that you listen to each member of the team and give them the opportunity to speak, because again, there's always quiet ones and they quietly observe, and actually they often have great insight and thoughts which will help the team develop even better. I like that word. Also discuss problems, mistakes particularly. Discuss mistakes because we learn so much from mistakes. By discussing them openly, what you're doing is actively promoting a proactive, engaged group of problem solvers, and that's what you need right now. Also consider celebrating successes openly as a team, but also giving sort of kudos to perhaps individual members of the team who have done particularly good work as well. It really does help to keep that engagement and that motivation going. Also ask the team for their input on perhaps important decisions. You may want to get some feedback and advice from them. And again, this really encourages a very collaborative team approach. But remember, collaboration in the team and collaborating with others doesn't necessarily come naturally to everyone, so they may need extra support. And that's why the one-to-one meetings are really important. But what I can say to you is if you focus on promoting a good understanding, ensuring adequate knowledge, and facilitate effective interactions, your team will transform to one that allows you to focus on the needs of the team and each individual member. So you really are leading and developing a high performance team. But you need to ask yourself right now, how will you maintain an effective high performance team? And what can you do right now which will make a bigger difference? My name's Deborah Pitchford, and I help businesses like yours.